My name is Wilhelm, House of Gehrig. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to the Castle Brennenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what this supposed Knight of the Order could want from me and accepted the invitation. Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid, and the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past, not the honors I've been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men, women, and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight, the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. Wine tasted fine, and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. Barons has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer ... You know he's in a terrible state when he can no longer ... because it's pretty easy to ... I found all I'm going to in the wine cellar. Go to the laboratorium. He sat down by the Kasbah wall, gasping for air. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do about this exploding cancer when I do need to get past it. Hold my breath and run? What is the way to get through this without taking damage? Burn everything. That might actually not be a bad idea. I can figure out a way to burn it away. During the 3 days of Ah, light. Oh, somebody went ahead and lit this torch for me ahead of time. Yeah, something's definitely awry here. Damage is not a big deal in this game? Okay. Won't fret too much about it then. Why are those cockroaches crawling on my screen? I think I'm starting to hallucinate. Pretty mild hallucinations, though.
There should be more coop racks. Let me see. And one part aquaforce.
This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. Normal compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis and hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissues react especially violent to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Well, I happen to have some place that I do want detergented. Sure, let's hurry up and not go down there. Lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Okay. First, the orpiment and the calamine. And cuprite to bar it and calamine. Oh, I was way off. It's a good thing the game knows where the thing is going. Gonna ignore those spooky sounds. Aha! It is I, Chemistry Man! Picked up a pot of acid. Isn't aqua regia pretty strong acid on its own? I feel like I remember that it's one of the only acids that can dissolve gold. Oh yeah, the cockroaches were on my eyes. Yummy. Oh, will you look at that? Aw. Not gonna be that easy, is it? Not going to be that easy. I guess, to be fair, I've been a little disappointed if it was. Oh god, I am so low on tinderboxes. Guess we're going into the creepy tunnel thing. Oh, we're not. That's still closed off. That used to be people? I think that used to be people. Regia was used to dissolve gold, yeah. So, do I have any physics objects I could maybe stack up to get a better approach? Aha! Video games! Climbing mechanics. Cloth smelled of desert and Elon Musk. Okay, run through, take some damage. Yes. Ew, 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 ew. Fabrica Eliquatoria. Yeah, this is as far as I've gotten. From now on, I'm going to be completely blind. I feel like I should go back and get more acid if I can. I guess I can always go back if I need to. Spelunking!
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Jesus. You know, after this, playing Outlast and then this fairly close to each other, I think I'm done with spooky games for this year. Any do I have to?
What is this place? June 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Nice. House is light, opening the door for me. In case anyone is wondering, by the way, yes, I am completely lost by now. No idea which way is which. Which is which and what is what. Through here? Yoink. Oil. Spooky jam. Oh god. Maybe this red stuff isn't from Earth. Maybe it's so spooky that because it's, you know, alien. You know what that would make it? Space jam.